We welcome you to Noche and Beyond here on 2K Sports. From the attire to the food, the players' jerseys. Tonight, a celebration of the Latin culture. This is Kevin Harlan along courtside with Brett Berry and Greg Anthony. We've got David Aldridge on our sideline. DA, it's all yours.
Thank you.
Well, he's honest, that's for sure. DA, thank you. And we've got a moment now to look at the rebounding trend over the last few months for Christian Wood.
And those are some numbers that he can't be happy about. His rebounding totals have taken a dip over the past few months. He's got to get back to giving the kind of effort on the boards we were seeing from him early.
Here's the starting group for Houston. They've got Wagner. Hart is out there with Bogdanovich. And there's the great. And it's Porter at the 2. And for Miami, Adebayo is the pivot with Tucker playing the 4. Out in the wings for them, Hero and Butler. And it's Lowry in at the point guard position. And so the Houston Rockets get the first points of the ball game. Butler passes to Adebayo. Butler. And Butler with the second chance points.
Butler with the ball up in the air just sniffs that one out, and he goes in and rips it down.
Here's the great. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. And towards the end of the season, Brett, we are seeing lottery teams give their young players even more minutes.
Yeah, and I kind of like that, and it's totally understandable for guys to get an opportunity to be out on the floor. They've been itching to get some minutes, and now they have a chance to show what they've learned. They could show their talent. They could gain some confidence, and it's kind of a nice momentum shift for them going into the offseason, getting some minutes in the NBA action.
So it's Miami now after the Rockets pick up 3. Shot clock at 5. Hero, that's a 2-pointer. It's rebounded by Houston.
Well, they shouldn't be giving that shot to anyone, but they certainly shouldn't be giving it to him. That's a big break for the defense.
And priority number 1 has got to be the finish, guys, not the fancy stuff.
Adebayo with a screen on Porter. Driving inside. Shot's good by Hero.
In the flash, Tyler Hero makes his way to the inside. Nice use of his athleticism.
The great passes to Hart. That shot misses. Now the Heat take it the other way. Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Outside Butler. Pass to Tucker. Back to Butler. Drives to the hoop. Here's Hero. Over Porter. That one off the back iron and out. Hart kicks to Porter. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Here's the great. He's covered by Hero. It's hauled in by Hero.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Well, I thought they played smart, and then all of a sudden it was maybe a little too flashy there, and that's unfortunate.
Here's Adebayo. It's deflected. They get it back. A shot by Lowry. Wide open. It's good from long range.
Good job by Tyler just finding the open teammate and showing some good awareness.
And Hart has it in the corner. Good on the three-point shot. Hart's got his second bucket of the night.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Takes a step back. Pass to Adebayo. Left side, Butler. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Pretty good body movement and control. As Jimmy Butler's agility got him to where he wanted to be.
Here's the great. Gets the 14-footer to fall. The great's got 5 now.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, right now I don't see any let up. I think he's going to just keep putting his foot on that gas pedal tonight.
Now here is Lowry. His scoring has been there on a regular basis. He's averaging more than 14 points a game.
And maybe we don't talk enough about what a great teammate Lowry is. Passionate, he leads by example, and always vocal.
Passes to Wagner. Hart kicks to Wagner. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
That's just tremendous scoring instinct. So fun to watch him work in the half court.
Loads it up for Butler. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. It's tipped. Out to the right wing. Here's the great. While recovering. 5 to shoot. He takes it in. They grab their own miss. And that one drops. And that's now 7 points for the Beast.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they shot the basketball.
Adebayo passes to Lowry. That's in, coming off an assist from Adebayo. 5 points in the game. When Lowry won gold in 2016, the U.S. team coaches had very high praise.
Yeah, you can call him their unsung hero. The best team player out of anybody. This guy shows emotion, and guys feed off his energy. Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowed.
And for the Western Conference, we have a chance now to recognize our Player of the Week, the Beast.
You know, just looking back at things, I'd be hard-pressed to find a more complete stretch of games by anyone in the league. He was getting it done and stuffing the stat sheet night in and night out on both ends of the floor. Truly a dominant run.
Now, Hero. He's been a factor in their offense on most nights with his scoring average at nearly 16 points a game. It's good by Dedmon.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
And Oladipo pulls it down. The Heat trail by 5. Over in the corner, Hero. And again, Miami with the triple.
That's a go-to shot for Tyler Hero. So confident in his ability to connect from deep.
Here's the great. He's covered by Hero. Here's the great. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. The Heat have gone 7 of 12 from the field here in the first quarter. Hero passes to Dedmon, and Oladipo kicks to Martin. And there's the foul. It's on Jalen Green. That's his first foul.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Here's Dedmon. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From 7.
And just staying connected on the defensive end. Wood was in great position there to alter that shot.
Martin with the block. Ripped away. It's going to be out of bounds. The Rockets will retain possession.
Houston ball.
Let's quickly take a look at the standings out east. The season nearly complete. Look at the Heat. If the playoffs started today, they'd hold the number 5 seed. Of course, they're looking to build on that.
And you know, for the Heat, they've fulfilled a lot of the promise they showed coming into the season. But they just haven't taken that next leap forward so many thought they might.
They still had enough players take positive steps forward to call this season a success. Maybe they're not at the top of the standings where they'd hope they'd be, but they're in really good position in terms of the playoff
Shooting
picture.
for Houston.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Rockets.
Guys, they are dialed in from beyond right now. They didn't waste any time getting into a groove in this game.
They've also racked up a ton of points off of turnovers so far in tonight's game.
Hero, it's blocked. Over in the corner, Green. Here's the great. He's covered by Hero. That one from long range. 11 points for the great. The Heat trail by 8. Now a timeout called by Miami.
Calls timeout.
And doesn't like how things are going right now.
The timeout before the timeout here, maybe just to cut off the momentum and have a chit-chat with the team to settle down.
Give them a hand, fans. Your Miami Heat dancers.
Martin up top. Kennard covering. Hero with it. 5 points in the game. Clock at 6. Lets the three fly. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. Want to keep rolling here following the win against Memphis.
And in that one, the backups came to play. Gave the team an infusion of points that just put them over the top.
Well, I talked to the assistant coaching staff. What they were stoked about is that the bench guys came in and played well. So punch off the bench, a big factor in that win.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Now, if you walked in at any point during this game to watch 5 minutes of play, one team played harder. We know who that was.
Martin's checked in for the Rockets.
Number 1.
And the first thing you notice about Green, the next level athleticism, incredible burst off the dribble, and makes smooth adjustments midair.
Now, Hero, coming off a stellar performance against Philadelphia. Here's the pass to Martin. Pass to Hero. They need this. It's hauled in by Wood. And one can only imagine what Green will be like, Greg, with a little time.
Still refining his shot release, still working on getting others involved. But we haven't seen a two-guard into the league with this much potential in quite some time.
Here's Hero. Gets that one to drop. That's his third field goal in 8 tries.
Well, the paint can open up for Hero because he's such a good shooter, smart to attack. He had a chance to do it there.
Here's the great. He's covered by Hero. In the corner, it's Martin. Wood with the bucket. And the Rockets lead by 14.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
Like tonight, that all the hustle plays have meant so much to this team. Now just sustain some of that energy and keep comfortable.
Shots good by Hero.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Here's the great. He's covered by Hero. To the inside, Wood. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Wood's got his second bucket.
And undrafted out of college, Wood has dealt with plenty of adversity. I think he can overcome a little bump. And you can see he just caught a glimpse of the open man on the perimeter and immediately got him the basketball.
And so it's the Houston Rockets. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. Their shooting has been the big key.
Fans, welcome your Miami.
Selected 13th back in 2019, Tyler Hero.
Had a great opportunity from...
Greg, he's right. Still just getting started, but many feel his upside is special.
Well, I mean, he's never been intimidated by this level. Tremendous confidence in his abilities, and that's a great foundation.
And as we return, it's Noche Latina, celebrating the NBA's connection to the Latin American community. Quite a position here for the Rockets to be in. What do you think, guys?
Just stretching out the floor in that first. They had the defense scrambling.
Pretty prime example here of how to space the floor and do it correctly. When you do it, that's the kind of thing that happens.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. And so in the game for the Rockets, they've got Martin. Kevin Porter is out there with the great, and it's the beast, and it's Bogdanovich in at the small forward. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Thank you, Kevin. After their trip to the NBA Finals in 2020, the Miami Heat is looking to get back to that championship round. Jimmy Butler says, we know what we're capable of. We want to get back to the finals. We can win. I like our chances against anybody, honestly. Nobody intimidates us. Kevin?
Great attitude. They've shown they can compete at the highest level, David. Thank you. After a whistle, we often see players demanding their coach challenge the call. Greg, were there plays you wish you could have challenged in your career?
Oh, my goodness, absolutely. But the game was just so different back then, and we had other ways of resolving issues and letting the refs know when we maybe didn't appreciate a call. They have a good plan going right now, and they're starting to create separation.
Game plan might have been good, but you have to bring it together. Right now, their chemistry is something to be admired.
So a moment now to see the story for him.
And guys, it hasn't been pretty for him in the past 5 games. He's having one of those scoring slumps that all players go through at some point in the season. But I know he hadn't lost his confidence, and I expect this young man to get after it here tonight.
Oladipo with the ball. Now guarded by Bogdanovic. Miami no good on that time either.
And they just can't find a way to end this thing. Nothing falling right now.
Frustration seems to be mounting here, and you can see not just in their faces, but right now in their quick and hurried shot selection.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Coaching staff probably most proud of the effort of this team on both ends of the floor here tonight.
Another foul would give him 3 before the half. Something to keep an eye on, guys.
Butler on the wing. Back to Lowry.
You know, and he started off shooting it pretty well, but here in the second, he has started to falter. I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
And he gets it to go. 9 points for the Beast.
How frustrating for the defense. You get the stop, but then fail to block out.
Yeah, that pops your confident balloon out there, just completely deflating when plays like that happen.
And that one is hammered home.
Pushing the action, getting others involved. He does it time and time again.
Nice to play with a point guard that takes pride in playmaking. It makes you move around just a little bit faster to get open spots.
Butler kicks to Lowe. Pass to Tucker. Oh, that's blocked. And they get it back. The shot by Lowry. That's in, coming off an assist from Adebayo. And that's now 7 points for Kyle Lowry. Out to the right wing. Here's the great. His last outing, he had 18 points.
Now, there are only a few players in the league who can hit a teammate like that in stride. Beautiful assist.
Here's Wagner. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
Unwilling to let up, even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, he's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
Second team foul. Rockets.
And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Here's Lowry, and denied. He sends it right off the glass. Here's the great. He's guarded by Adebayo. Here's the great. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
First personal foul.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Houston shooting their 5th free throw of the game here. And it's Lowry with the ball. Brings it up for Miami. They're coming off that win against Philadelphia.
Tremendous forward.
A dominating first half of basketball, and so far hasn't been close. The Rockets on top, running away with this one. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks.
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back with...
Hey, everybody. I mean, who doesn't love a five-star matchup like this? Both players showing their competitive nature, igniting their teammates' fire with these.
And taking a look now at that first half, what a showing it's been so far for the Rockets. That'll do it for our show tonight. Thanks for joining us, and we'll send you back to Kevin Harlan for more hoops action.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. It's been one outstanding game from the great.
And guys, we saw just how to